What's up, everybody? Welcome to Save Crystal Gaming, and welcome to another one of my walkthroughs. Now, I did a Dino Crisis playthrough years and years and years ago. There was no commentary, and when I watch it back, to me it feels a little dated. They still do pretty well today, surprisingly, but I want to do a walkthrough that is proper, that is up to my standards, I guess. So, if you follow me along here, I believe I can help you through certain situations or even the whole game. We are playing on normal, so let's get into it.
You have mail. The second report from Military Experiment Facility. Agent name, Tom.
I have successfully infiltrated under the guise of a researcher as planned. I have encountered no information regarding top-secret development of new type weapons, but I have discovered there is an unexpected individual at this facility. The man is Dr. Kirk, the leading authority of our nation's energy research. Dr. Kirk was alleged to have died in an accident during the course of an experiment 3 years ago. The reports were premature, and it appears that he is currently working as the head of a non-weapon project at this facility. The experiment is in the late stages of development. Regarding the staged accidental death, it appears that this country is somehow involved, recommending that necessary actions be taken immediately.
Refer to the data on Dr. Kirk. Operation instructions.
Approaching drop zone.
Feels like we've got a little turbulence.
Once you hit the ground, head straight to the designated convergence point. Got it?
Sorry I'm late.
It's time. Let's move out.
What about Cooper?
Forget him. Time's up.
Wait! Wait!
Okay, this is the first checkpoint. Playtime is officially over, kiddies.
Something's wrong. The lights in the guardhouse are out.
Maybe this has been a wild night of partying for the guards. You know, a little song, a little dance.
Stay here, Junior. Leave the guards to me.
Hey, did you hear what he just called me?
Forget about it. Just let Gail handle this.
All right, it's clear. Okay, let's do this. I'll infiltrate the facility and occupy the control room on the first floor. I should have access to all the security systems from there. I'll contact you as soon as I've cleared the room.
So here is where we finally take control for the first time. We are just gonna go straight here and make this left. It's not gonna last long because we're gonna head right into another cutscene.
Let me guess. This is some of your handiwork, right?
The brass is still warm. These guards were shooting at something very recently.
So who were they fighting?
This wasn't much of a fight. I don't think these guards hit anything before getting sliced and diced. Whatever they were shooting at came in through there, and ripped right through the steel fence.
Well, the hole is nice and clean. But I still say you could have done this.
Very funny. We still need to figure out what happened here. Continue to sweep the area.
Alright, so let me show you. We're going to walk over here where this blood and this fence is ripped. You can actually click on it. Maybe. There we go. And she says it has been ripped apart with great force. Alright, so we're going to follow the fence here. You can see there's a box in there that we can eventually pick up, but we can't get to it just yet. We will have to find the key for this. Right here is a crate. We can push this out of the way. There is a pickup we can get. We got a med pack. Medium med pack. Alright, now we want to go back over here by Gail, and we want to go through the double doors, these green doors here. Okay, in this room there's a few pickups we can grab. Most importantly is this key here on this shelf. Is the backup generator area / ground level. We need that. Grab that, and then over here we can move this shelving unit out of the way. We can grab that box up on the top shelf. Now these are resuscitations. Now these are pretty awesome. So if you would happen to die, if you have any of these in your inventory, it won't take you back to a save. It'll put you literally like very close to the spot you died. So now we need to head back to where we took control of our character here, Regina, and get a cutscene.
Rick here. I'm in. The place is deserted, though. I have a very bad feeling about this.
How's the progress going with that security system?
I don't know what's been going on here, but it looks like all the power in this facility is being cut.
Same here.
As long as that's the situation, there's not a lot I can do. Why don't you see if you can gain access to the backup generators on the ground level?
I'm on it. What are you doing here?
I caught the last part of your conversation.
By the way, I found a key.
Hand it over. Let's head outside.
As you can tell, not very far into this game, Gail is becoming a character who is not very well liked. Especially, by me. I could speak for myself. But we're going to go through this fence door and through the other one here to catch back up with him. Beyond this door, we are going to follow the path ahead. Get a pretty cool camera angle, too. Just follow this path out for another cutscene.
That's disgusting.
This guy's been eviscerated. Something tore his intestines straight out.
Look at those tooth marks. It had to be some sort of animal.
Okay, let's move on.
Always thought that was funny. Regina just says, "That's disgusting," as the guy's body is split completely in half. But check this body for a medium med pack. And you can click on it again. It says the body appears to have been torn apart violently by sharp blade-like projections. We're going to follow where Gail just went. And we can go straight through the door ahead, or if you just want another little tiny cutscene, you can click on him, little interaction.
I'll stand guard here. You go inside and take a look around.
That's all that it is. And now we can proceed through the door. Welcome to the first floor backup generator room. Now we're going to see a few of these throughout the game. But once we come in here, so we need to get this generator going again. And to do that, we come over here to these batteries in the wall. But you see first on the wall where these 4 levers are. We've got the colors red, blue, green, and white. We need to put those in that order. Now we can do that by pressing 3 buttons. First one that we want to move, we're going to move the right one. Then from there, we will press the center one. So now we've got red, blue. Now we need green and white. So we're going to push the right button one more time. There we go. We got it. So now we can hit cancel. Go over to this wall with the 4 levers. We're going to pull them down to get this thing going. Now that that's working, as we approach the door that we came in, things are about to start getting intense.
Gail?
Okay, here's where we need to start picking and choosing our battles here, because we're going to come out the door here, get another cutscene, but we're going to have our first interaction, or our first encounter with a dinosaur.
Gail!
Now where we need to go is behind him. But if you want to shoot him and fight him, create some distance and try to, but I prefer for this encounter with this Velociraptor just to run away. So you want to follow the path that we took to get here through the cage door ahead. Going through this door is not going to escape him. He's going to jump over this fence here in another cutscene. Now to escape him for good, just go through the closest cage door right here. We'll get a cutscene. He'll leave you alone.
Good news. I got the control system back online. What's the situation over there?
It's Gail. I lost him.
So what's the bad news? Did you run into some guards?
You're not gonna believe this. He was attacked by some kind of dinosaur.
Now that's a good one. So, who was it? Barney?
This isn't a joke, you idiot. We were just attacked by a big-ass lizard.
For real, what's going on over there? Alright, head over to the control room and we'll sort out this whole situation.
It's probably my favorite interaction of the whole game between those two. Just funny dialogue. This is the map, and it's showing you where we need to go, but you're not going to need it because that's what I'm here for. I'm going to guide you. We want to go through this door into the office hallway. Going to get a little cutscene here. It's going to try to spook you. We don't need to worry about anything just yet. This door is locked. We'll open it here shortly, but we want to see where this grate is laying on the floor. We can zip up into the ceiling here, into the ventilation, and that's what we want to do. Follow the path till we find another hole in the ceiling that we can come down in. We are very close to meeting up with Rick. We will climb down. Okay, so from here we want to head straight down the hallway. And the control room's right here, but before we go in there, we see we can get some bullets here. 9mm, pick those up. And then right here we have a emergency box. There are green, yellow, and red ones, and you need plugs to open them. We don't have any at the moment, but you can store health and ammo in them. You can get health and ammo from them. As we go along, as that takes place, I'll walk you through it. But head into the control room for a cutscene.
What's our status?
This security system is a snap for me. Real amateur stuff. So, what exactly happened to Gail? You said that he was attacked by a dinosaur?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I just hope he's still alive. Anyway, our first priority is to complete the mission.
What we ought to do is just call in the chopper and get off this death trap.
That's a great idea, but Cooper has the radio, and he's missing. Hey, what's with this monitor?
That's the security monitor for the underground area. The camera's offline.
So I take it that means power still hasn't been restored to the area.
Exactly. They must have that area wired to a different power system than the ground level.
We can investigate that area after we finished our sweep of the ground level.
Okay, then I'll take care of the shutters that are blocking the way. You work your way in, grab the dock, and then rendezvous back here. Yeah. Now what I want to know is where those things are coming from.
Alright, back out into the hallway. And we're going to go back over where the ventilation was that we came down. And we're going to go through the door straight ahead. Now in here we've got quite a few pickups. And one of them being the shotgun. Right here, in this case, on the floor. Now I'll be honest, I think the weaponry in this game sucks really bad. But you'll see what I mean. Come over here and pick up this DDK input disk H. We're going to need that here in just a little bit. Seems to be something inside this cardboard box, it says. Click on that, and there is one of the plugs. I was telling you about getting into those emergency boxes. It's always good to pick up the plugs. Alright, now come over here by the door, and we see this little keypad on the wall. You just press the button here, and it will turn the computer on across the room. Make your way over here. Interact with it. Now, just like I did for my Resident Evil walkthroughs, there are files and different journals and stuff to read. As you can see, we have an email here. I will leave the stuff on the screen for you to read. If you want to pause it for just a few seconds, I'll leave it on here if you're really interested in reading it all. This is telling us about the DDK codes for the doors. Honestly, I wish I understood them better than I actually do. But I'm going to show you what each code is, and I'm going to try to break it down for you why it is that. Back here, we see a dead body laying on the floor. You hate to see that. We've got this panel key too. We're going to pick that up and come over here to this blinking green light. And we have a number that we can enter into this. Now our number code for this is 0426. In here, we have the entrance key, which that's where we're heading next, and a resuscitation. Now, I believe that these pickups that are in these boxes can be random, so you might not get the same pickup that I do. And I didn't know that for the longest time until I practiced a little bit with this walkthrough. Alright, so we want to go out the door opposite of the one we came in, and it will ask you if you would like to save your progress. So go ahead and do that. I'm going to say no. You're going to see me say no probably every time. But don't let it fool you. Save your game. I'm using save states.
Regina, I took care of the shutter. You should be able to access the control panel now.
Already? That was quick. Thanks.
Hey girl, just get going.
Now you gotta think fast here because we have a Velociraptor in this room with us. We're gonna go straight through the door ahead in this locker room. We're not safe in here. So we want to come in here and get what we need. It's right there on top of the locker. It's another DDK code disc. You want to grab that. Now you don't want to hang out in here too long. I mean, we're fine right now on this screen, but the Velociraptor can definitely tear this door down and come in here and create some problems. But we're going to leave here, and by Rick getting those keypads on the walls activated, that's going to help us. We're going to run down this way, smash the X button on this keypad, turns off this laser force field, come back over here, hit this keypad, turns it back on. Now it can't get you. So we're going to go through the double doors over here. We are in the main entrance now. So over here, go out the front doors. This is where we use that key that we just got. Follow the path around here. We'll be back here at a later time. Here's a box where you can pick something up. I don't know what it might be for you, but I got some shotgun bullets. We'll take them for what they're worth. And then over here, another DDK code disc. Pick this one up. This is for N. And then laying here on the ground is a file. If you'd like to read it, pause the video. Now we want to make our way back into the main entrance. Alright, back in here we do have a pickup over here to the left. Once again, not sure if it'll be the same for you as it is for me. And for me it is an aid, anesthetic aid, which you can use this on the menu. There is a mix screen where you can mix this with like your health items or even tranquilizing darts that we will find later. And it can increase, for health, it can increase maybe from like a medium med pack to what a large med pack would do for you, or even like a poisonous dart. It can make, when you go to shoot one of the dinosaurs, how long it'll put them down for. Over here I've got a medium med pack. Now before we go through the door ahead, I'm going to show you, I'm going to select my shotgun. Also, I'm not a huge fan of the menu screens here. Just feel like they're way more complicated to maneuver than the Resident Evil menu screens that they were using at this time. In here we have a Velociraptor that I'm going to want to take down because he's a problem. We need to be in this area and we don't have to run from him every time. So as you can see, the shotgun is doing its damage, but man did that take a long time. And yes, there are different shotgun shells that you can get as we go on through the game, but I just feel like, man, the weaponry just, it doesn't do a whole lot. I'm already out of shotgun shells, you can see there. So switch back to the handgun, and we're going to go through this door right here. Now this is going to be our first DDK door that we need to set the code. So we're going to come over here to the keypad and click on it. It is the symbol H, and we found that in the management office down on the first floor. So up top we see the long code, but beneath it we see key, the BCFGI. If you remove those letters from the code up top, you get the word head, which comes out to be the code to let us in this door.
A survivor.
Are you from the rescue team?
Yes, I am. Do you know where I can find Dr. Kirk?
Kirk? That fool. What's he plotting now?
What are you talking about?
Here. Take this.
What's this for?
I don't know. Told me extremely vital.
Alright, so he gives us panel key 1. We've already got panel key 2, so that's perfect because we're getting ready to use them right now. Over here I have some shotgun shells in my pickup box. And then we see another disc over here. This is the DDK input disc N. Now come over here to this, looks like an award box or something. But this is where our panel keys go. So let's go ahead and select the panel key 1, and it will ask us if we want to put it in the left side or the right. So you want to put the first one in the left side. And we'll go in, get our second panel key, and of course insert it on the right. So we need to type a code in here, and on both of those panel keys there were 3 digits on each one of them, and this is where you will enter them. So 70503, and the final digit is 7. This gets us key card L. Now, before we leave the room, when we go to walk across the big windows here, we're going to get a big jump scare from the T-Rex. You can sit here and shoot him if you'd like, or just time it and run straight to the door and head out. You're going to see me doing that quite a bit here. It's not that you really want to save ammo, but your ammo really just doesn't, it just feels like it doesn't do a lot, the weaponry. It's I don't know. So we're going to head back to the main entrance and go back down the stairs ahead. We're going to go behind the stairs now, and we're going to get a slight cutscene before we do another DDK code.
I've unlocked the shutters near the entrance. One more thing. I just caught a glimpse of something on the monitor that looked human. It should be somewhere near the front of the training room. So, check there first.
Alright, so now we are going to go ahead and set the DDK code for this, which this is DDK code N, which we just found up in the office before the T-Rex showed up. Now this one is a little bit more difficult. As you can see, the code is much bigger, but the word comes out to be newcomer. Once it's been unlocked, make your way through the doors. Now once we're in this room, you can see we have one of those emergency boxes to our right, and a little pickup box is spinning here on the floor. It is a plug. Hopefully it is for you as well. I think the plugs usually are the same. I just wish I really knew. Let's see. I think you need 2 to open this one. Yes, 2 plugs to open this emergency box. If you want to use your plugs here, go for it, but I'm going to wait till a little later in the game. But, okay, so we got a body laying here on the floor. You can go over and click on it, but there's nothing here for us. We want to go unlock the door straight ahead and make our way through. Okay, so we got to think fast coming up here because we're going to go down this hallway and we're going to be sandwiched between 2 velociraptors. One's going to come out this door behind us, and you get a little cutscene. Once we take control, you just want to run past it. Once you see like these vending machines up ahead, we're going to make a left and through the double doors. Don't let that pickup box over there distract you or think you can go over there and get it. These things will tear you up. So once we're in here, we're going to come up to the front of this room, and there is a key sitting over here. This is the backup generator, room B1 key. After we leave this screen, we're going to be attacked by a velociraptor from the ceiling, and danger is going to flash on the screen, and when it does, smash the buttons on your controller. The only way to survive.
Gail, you're still alive. Good timing.
What is it? Another lizard?
That's no lizard. It's a dinosaur.
Dinosaur?
Look, something's really wrong with this place. This whole mission has gone sour.
Hey, it's always eat or be eaten out in the battlefield, no matter who or what you're up against. Any word on the dock yet? I've got to hook up with Rick again. My radio's dead, and he's the only one who can fix it.
Now we know Gail is alive. We weren't sure, but now we know. So we want to go through these double doors, and remember, there are some raptors out here. 2 of them. Now, I don't know where their placement will be when you come out this door, but you want to avoid them, run past them. Who knows, maybe you want to try to shoot them. I'm going to pick my battles. I want to go through this single door right here into the office. And in here on the table, you see an orange folder. You can read the file. Also, those danger screens, we're going to see those quite a bit. Anytime they pop up, smash the buttons. The only way to survive. So now we're going to go back to a little bit of familiar territory. We're going to through these double doors. We've unlocked them. Now on the other side here, it should look familiar to you. We tried to go through those doors earlier, and they were locked. And through this door is going to lead us back outside. Now from here, we want to make a right. And remember we couldn't get in here earlier with this box through this cage? We can now. We have the backup generator key. So in here, see what your pickup is. It's an anode for me. And we're going to climb down this ladder into the backup generator room. Pretty much this looks familiar as well. Same kind of deal. We're going to come up here to this green blinking light, and we want to take this battery out of here. Head to Regina's left. And once again, here we are. We need to insert that battery into this unit. And you see the colors there on the wall, red, blue, green, and white. That is the order that we need to set these. So we're going to go right, center, left. We're going to go right again, center, right. And there's our order. Red, blue, green, white. Just like before, come over and pull the levers.
That you, Regina?
Yeah? So, do we have power yet?
We're in the green, thanks to you. Look, I need you to come back here. There's something I have to talk to you about.
So Rick is in the same spot that we went and found him earlier. So it's pretty simple to get back to him. So we're going to head back up the ladder, back out the cage door, and back into the building. But this time around, when we go through that little hallway where the glass windows are, remember we got like a scare there? It was like they were trying to spook you a little bit with some noise. Well, a raptor is going to meet us there this time. And it's another one of those danger screens. So when danger appears at the bottom of the screen, smash the buttons. Now I'm going to run right on past him and go right up into the vents again. Same as before, make your way through the passageway and back down. Now we're coming up on a decision that we're going to have to make. And if you played Resident Evil 3, you'll know that there were decisions to make that kind of steered the direction of the game for you and what type of ending you got. Same thing with this.
What's the emergency?
Gail just told me he saw someone on the underground monitor.
It flashed by pretty quick, but I'm sure I saw something. Rick, open the shutter to the underground area. What is it?
It's a distress signal from one of our team members. It must be Cooper.
Yeah, or it might be Tom. He infiltrated this facility posing as one of the researchers. Can you pinpoint the signal?
It's coming from outside of the building, to the east of the rear entrance we came in from.
Look, we'll deal with it later. Our first priority is the survivor in the underground. It could be the doc.
What are you talking about? He's asking for our help. We don't leave our own behind.
And what if it's a trap? Would you want one of us to come and rescue you?
Don't bother. I'm willing to take that risk.
Remember our mission. We're not here to babysit.
That's your way of operating, not mine. All right, you have your access to the underground, Gail, so get moving. You handle your things your way, I'll handle my things my way.
That punk is really starting to get on my nerves. Regina, I'm heading out to investigate the underground.
So you gotta take my word for this. Gail is not a likable guy, but Rick really is. If you want to get what I believe is the best ending of the game, and a lot of people do, you want to go with Gail's idea here. Rick, it's not going to affect your friendship with Rick, but Gail's idea is going to lead us to what I believe is the best ending. So we're going to come out this door and make a left. And down these stairs. down here around the corner, we're going to see these little dinos eating a raptor. Now these ones right here, we're going to take them out with the pistol. They will chase you. One shot takes them out. Once you've done that, a few more are going to break through this vent. Just run past them. Into this door for a cutscene.
Dr. Kirk? Hey, wait!
Regina, are you there?
What's going on?
I have a positive ID on the doctor. I lost him, but he's definitely in the lab area. Drop what you're doing and get over here.
I can see an elevator from here. Maybe I can use that to go down from the first floor.
So now we need to backtrack. We're going to go back out this door right here. Remember, we got the little dinos out here. They're busy, but once they see you, they will chase you. But we're going to go right through the first door we see. This one right here. The medical room. In here, we do have a couple things we can read, but most importantly, come over to the desk, and we're going to find an ID card. You can also come over here to this cabinet, find a medium med pack. So I'm going to show you back in this back room, there are 2 lock boxes back here. And you can backtrack and come back to this room later if you would like. It's optional. But I just don't think the rewards in these lock boxes are worth it. You can only pick one also. You get 1 small key for it. One has like a resuscitation in it. And I think the other's a stabilizer. I don't know. Just not worth it to me. Here on this desk is another memo, if you would like to read through that. And upon leaving the room, it's going to ask if you'd like to save your game again. I thought that was a file, but I guess it's not. So yes, go ahead and save your game if you'd like. So now we're going to go back up the stairs that we came down to get down here. And we're going to follow the hallway all the way through and into the other save room, the management office. Nothing more to see in here. We've already been here. This is just, we're just passing through. Now, beyond this door, we're going to run into one of our raptor buddies that we trapped earlier, but we need to escape him again. But this time we're going to get rid of him. So I'll show you. Once again, use the keypads on the wall. Hurry up, smash the X button, open it up, back to the other side, and close it. We're going to stand over here because you can shoot through these. So if you have the ammunition for it, it's going to take a little bit of time. But take him out. I mean, I get they're dinosaurs, but man, it feels like it takes forever. Alright, we're going to open this back up once he's down for good. And we're going to pass through here, open this one up. I guess we could have came over here and trapped him as well. Got him through this one. But here's where we're going to use the ID card that we had picked up. Alright, once we're in here, we see spinning on the edge of the table is another DDK disk code. This one is E. Disk E, go ahead and grab that. And we have a yellow folder sitting on this corner of the table. I'll let you read that. So here we're learning about the fingerprint data and the device that you're going to need to use for it. And lucky us, it's right beside us on the table here. And we need this to gain access into the next area. So here it is, the FC device. Let's see what I got here in this box. A plug, perfect. There is a box in this room, and I've yet to use one of these emergency boxes, but I think this is going to be the first one I use. I don't really need anything out of this, I kind of just want to give you an idea, if you haven't used one yet. The items up top are what are in the emergency box, and everything down below here is what's in my inventory, and you can use the left and right buttons here to go through it. I don't think I'm taking anything out of here, like I said, but if you want to do it, swap them out. Alright, let's go collect some fingerprints. This hallway is now raptor free, so we can pass back through. We're going to go through the double doors all the way on the end. Into the main entrance, going to go back through the double doors behind the stairs. And in this room, there was a body that was laying on the floor that we checked on earlier. Couldn't get anything from him, but now we can get something from him. We need his fingerprints. So approach the body, go into your items, and find that FC device and use it. Once you've collected the fingerprint data, we're going to go through the door right in front of him. We've been in this hallway before, and I left some raptors behind, so I'm going to try to be quick, go through the first door on the left. He didn't even know I was there. Alright, we're going to go all the way straight across and go up to this computer. A device that can rewrite the data of an ID card. Tells us we need an ID card. Go into the items that you have and select that ID card. Now we're going to need to type a code in here. Now we're going to go with 58104. Now we need to enter the fingerprint data. Now this is for researcher Paul Baker. This was the man who unfortunately was dead on the floor, and we took his fingerprints. All right, the card has been rewritten. We are done here, and I will show you. It's in our items here. The ID card, same place where it was, but you can check it. We're ready. Let's keep moving. All right, we're gonna go through the double doors here. Remember, I left a raptor. I don't know if you did. Thankfully for me, oh wow, he's fast. I was gonna say, thankfully for me, he's all the way on the other side, but be quick. We're gonna go through the fence door straight ahead, and we're gonna get a cutscene.
Rick here. I found Tom.
And?
I was too late. He didn't make it.
You did what you could.
I'm back in the control room right now. I'm going to continue working on the system.
Remember, we're on the path for the best ending that everybody thinks is the best ending. Tom was not going to make it either way. So beyond this door right here, we have two raptors I think we should take care of. So I'm going to go into my inventory here, or my equipment, and I'm going to equip my shotgun. Now, if you can get them close enough to each other, every shot will do double damage on them if they're close enough. Okay, this is pretty good. Alright, both are down. Now I'm going to grab this box here on top of the crate. We got some slag bullets for the shotgun, so I will pick those up. Best way to know if the raptors are truly dead is if a puddle of blood appears underneath of them, similar to the zombies in Resident Evil. So we see he is still alive. In this box, I don't have enough space for the resuscitation, and that's okay. Now, I knocked him down. He's not dead, but I'm past him, and that's all that matters. So if you want to stay there and continue to shoot him, you can. But in here, we get a cutscene where we're going to get that danger appearing on the bottom of the screen again. And when it comes up, make sure to smash the buttons. Well, I'm sure that didn't feel good. Now, as soon as we get control, you're hurt, so you're limping a little bit. We're going to come over here and pick up our gun that we dropped. So grab that, loop back around. Now, he can swipe down here and do some damage to you, so be very careful. I'm going to go all the way right and through this door. Regina is in a bad way, as you can see her limping through that door. Alright, here on the desk here, we want to pick up the DDK Input Disc L. And you know what, I'm actually going to go ahead and heal her. Now, there are times where if you get hit or bit or whatever, you can bleed out. And you'll need to use a hemostat. Well, I'm not bleeding out, so I'm just going to use a medium med pack. I'm also going to equip my handgun. Let's go over here to this deceased gentleman. And he has the input disc for Disc L. The one that was on the counter was the code. He had the input. There's a box here with something you can pick up. My inventory is full, so I'm going to pass. I have to. Now out here, be quick, because we got 2 pteranodons flying above us. And you want to just be fast. Make your way through the path. There is a box over here. We will grab it and see what's in there. Wow, it almost got me there. Come on. Medium med pack. Perfect. I'm going to grab that and head right in. In the elevator power room, we're going to go down the ladder. And we've got a slight puzzle in here. Before we do that, see over here spinning on the floor? The B1 crane card. Pick that up. And you see we have 6 different, I don't even know what you'd call these, control panels. And you have to do them in a certain order, because we're going to drop pipes down. So you see I hit the red button first, we drop the red pipe. Next, I'm going to come over to the middle one, and I'm going to do the green pipe. Come down to the last one closest to the screen, and we're going to do the blue one. Perfect. Now we're going to go across from here to the other 3. We're going to start with this bottom one closest to the screen. We're going to go... Nope, I messed that up. Let's send that one back up. We're going to go red. There we go. Next one in the middle here, we'll go green. And this top one, finally blue. Pretty simple. That's a pretty easy one. We can leave this room now. We can head back up the ladder. But before we do, this shelf over here, we can push it and there should be a pickup underneath of it. I don't know what it'll be for you. My inventory's full, so chances are I'm not picking that up. Recovery aid. So I'm going to head back up the ladder. And we're going to go back outside, but we're going to get a cutscene. This is actually a really cool cutscene. When the danger appears on the screen, once again, smash the buttons. Man, that was wild. Now, you only took care of one, so the other one is still flying above you. Follow the path back and through the door. I mentioned earlier I'm using save states. I am playing on the PS5 version of this game, so it is nice that if you are playing on that version, you can also use save states. If not, you can just save the way the game intended you to. We're going to go back outside this door here, and this is that big open area. And we want to activate this giant elevator. Believe it or not, this is an elevator. So turn on the control panel, and we're taking this baby down. Through this big garage shutter, we'll get a cutscene. That cutscene is setting us up for our next puzzle. So let's head up the ladder. At the top of this ladder, there is a shelf that we can push out of the way for a possible item here. Let's see if I can pick it up. Will you take the medium med pack? Yes, we will. Alright. Now we need to work the crane, and we did pick up the crane card. So go into your items and select that crane card. Now what you're going to see here for this puzzle is to work the crane. We're going to have cards on the screen that we have to select that is going to maneuver the hook. So follow me here. We're going to grab this first crate, go all the way to over to the right side here and select hook. We'll go right to and start. Now if you put in the wrong code, there is a clear button. Alright, let's begin. So we're going to go left 1, up 2, release, all the way to the right, down 1, hook, and then right 2. Don't forget to hit start. And with that, our path is clear to go down to exit. Go back down the ladder. Now follow the path that we just created. Now at the end of this path, there is a door that we can unlock. So a mutilated body here. So we unlock the door. Come over here. He does have a memo. Okay, so through the door we unlocked. Now, if you remember, our main mission was to access the elevators on the other side of that gate where Gail and Dr. Kirk went. We're going to go through this door right here. We unlock it, and we are in the backup generator room. We were here before. We passed this door because it was locked. Now we want to go up the ladder. From this ladder, we are back outside. Use the fence door. Make a right. Back into the facility. The raptor is in here. I'm not dealing with him anymore. He was fast. We're going to take him out. Going to equip my shotgun. And use the slag bullets that I have. See how long this takes. Alright, we gotta switch back to the handgun because I don't think he's dead. He's not dead. There's no blood puddle. There we go. Blood puddle. Alright, so we're going to go through the door, the double doors here on the left, and there is a raptor in here. We're going to run to the other side of the room and hope that he doesn't catch us and go through the door straight ahead. There are raptors in this hallway as well. I hear them. As long as I don't see them, that's all that matters. We're going to make a right and go through this exit door. Now we are in the elevator hall. This is where we collected the fingerprints earlier. But now we can access this elevator. Go up to the blinking light, we will use the card, and in the elevator we get a cutscene, once again with one of those danger screens. If you've got the ammunition for it, take him down. If not, be like me and just always run away. Now this is a DDK code that we need to figure out. Thankfully, we're like invisible on the DDK code screen. So he can't hurt us while we're trying to enter this. It's like he's on hold. Ooh, you have to come over here to the right though. Boy, he's close. So we will set the code. For this one, it's laboratory. Once you type that in, waste no time. If you didn't kill this raptor and rush through those doors, unfortunately for me, I think I'm taking a hit here. And I did. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. So you gotta move quick in this hallway. As for right now, we're safe. We've got 2 raptors in here, but we have this laser gate protecting us. Best thing to do is to time them running into the gate and then run past them, because we gotta go all the way out to the other end of the hallway. Here we go. There's the first one. Oh, okay, second one's taking a nap. We need to make a right here. Be quick. Hurry up, turn the gate off. Run past it, turn it back on. Done. Alright, so we are protected there. There is a emergency box here if you'd like to use it. 2 plugs. I'm going to pass on this for now. And we're going to go through this door straight ahead. Into the computer room. You guessed it, we are going to interact with a computer. Before we do that though, there is a file. It's a yellow folder sitting here beside it. So here we have to type in a code to release a lock. And the code is 725. 448. The number has been confirmed. The gas experiment room lock has been released. Around here, there will be a box. You can see what item we have here. A plug. Awesome. And then over here on a swivel chair, we have a toolbox. This is where we can get the screwdriver. Gonna need that here in just a little while. Since we picked that plug up, I'm going to backtrack here, and I'm going to open up the red emergency box just outside the door that we came in. Alright, let's take a look here. We got some good stuff in this one. So we're going to take... We definitely want to get some slag bullets here. Let's put some of these anades away. Alright, now we're ready. So let's head to the gas chamber room. Go all the way over where the toolbox was. Straight over here, and this is the door we want to go through. This is considered a save room, so on your way out, save your game if you'd like. If you're playing on the PS5, definitely take advantage of those save states. Now we can hear some raptors beyond this laser gate, but it's okay because there's another laser gate where they can't get us. And it is right here. Now they're going to be a problem. So stopping and using the red emergency box was a pretty good idea, because I'm going to equip my shotgun and we're going to take care of these two. Alright, now we want to go through this door right here around the corner. We don't want to go that way just yet. In here we see a DDK Disk E. The code is sitting on the table. And also around here we see this folder. Or maybe it's a book. Researcher's Journal. So the next room we're getting ready to go into is the gas experiment room. And there is a guy in the chamber, and you have to kind of just do like a certain sequence if you want to keep him alive, but you need to get the gas out of the chamber. Right here we have a pickup. It is a hemostat for me. I will take that. Once again, I said if you were bleeding out, that is what you would use after an attack. So you can keep him alive. He does eventually die anyway, but he will have the key that I mentioned earlier to unlock one of those 2 lockboxes in an office. Off the top of my head, I don't know what the code or the order is to save him to go in and get the key, but I will post that up top. I'm just trying to get the gas or the poison cleared out of the room. That way I can get the chip card that I need. But if you would like to save him and get the small key, totally optional. I'll do the research and I'll put it at the top of the screen. Alright, once the room is clear, we now can go in. And approach him. And we can get the B1 key chip. 3695 written on that. When we go to leave, we're going to get a cutscene with another raptor. It's a danger one. Once you kick him off, she'll run out the door and the door will shut. You can come back over here to the panel and fill the room with gas to kill the raptor that way. Just like that, he's down. Now, you don't have to do anything else here. I mean, you can click other buttons, but nothing's going to happen. So, now we can go over to cancel and head out of the room. Alright, so we're going to go back out this door and to the left, where that laser gate was, where we took out the 2 raptors. We're going to get a cutscene, and another one is going to appear. We're going to take him out as well. Now, based off of her reaction, it kind of makes it look like he's approaching you from behind, but thankfully he is not. Okay, so now that he's done, turn the laser gate off. We're going to run past and go through the door on the far end. Now we're going to get ready to use that B1 chip that we just picked up in the gas room. But first, let's see what we got right here. A med pack, yes. Picking that up. Alright, in this room you see we've got some kind of like high-tech lockers. What we want to do is we want to come all the way up against this far wall. You'll see a computer built in here. And this is where we're going to use that B1 key chip that we just got in the gas chamber room. Alright, it's going to ask us if we will overwrite the key chip, and we want to say yes, and we've got a code here. Now, if you remember when we picked that key chip up, it had a number on it, and that number was 3695. Okay, now this part here is, what you see is we need to get that pattern that's over on the left. We need to get that to match up over here on the right. So the filled in ones are the lit ones, the colored, the bright, I don't even know what you would call these, this tower. So you need to get that same pattern moved in here. So I don't really know a good way to tell you how to do this other than just watch me do it. And that right there is what we needed. Now that one was pretty simple. There is a much more complicated one coming up later. It says the indicator has been turned on, and you will see that right here with the green light at one of these lockers. And that's where we want to go next. But in this middle section, there is a case laying on the floor. Right here we can pick up. And this is handgun sights. You can put this on your handgun. Inflict tremendous damage, it says. I don't know about all that. But... Alright, so come up to the locker. This is where we need to use our overwritten chip that we just did. The B1 key chip. The letter R is carved into the card, so we have key card R now. Now, just beyond these double doors here, we do have some raptors out here. You're going to have to be quick and run around them, is what I'm going to do. If you'd like to shoot them, good luck. I'm going to run around them, be quick over here to the keypad on the wall, switch it off, run across, switch it back on. The more you do this, the better you'll get at it. They're trapped. And here is the emergency box. Also, if you used your plugs on this one, you can check it out and see if you need anything in here. I don't believe there's anything in here for me at the moment. And through the door straight ahead. Now, we were in here earlier. This is where we got the screwdriver. Now, we got the key card L and R, and that L and R stands for left and right. We want to come up to the right one here and try to use it, because we're going to get a cutscene where we actually need some help scanning these cards. They need to be scanned at the same time. So go and select the right one. And it's going to ask us if we would like to call Gail. Yes.
Regina?
I finally made it to the entrance of the doctor's lab.
Good work.
The door looks like it needs 2 people working in tandem to unlock it.
Sit tight. I'll be right there.
So, what's our status?
Here, take this.
Ready? Okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
By doing that, we have a door revealed to us, and we need to set a DDK device or enter our code in, and the code is energy for this one. So a couple things in here. Here is another shelf that we can push. Pushing this shelf, find a case, and this is for the shotgun stocks. So let me actually show you real quick. Let me go into the equipment here. And we've got the shotgun stocks and the handgun sights. Those are what you want to use for those pickups that we've gotten out of both cases. Same for the handgun. Go down to handgun sights and equip that. Laying here on this table is a file that we can read. And that's all we can really do in here for now. There is a pickup over here in the far right corner. It is a tranquilizing dart. Now, these are going to come in handy later into the game, especially how I play it. We want to go back out. Out here, we're going to have another cutscene with Gail, and we're going to get ready to use that screwdriver we picked up earlier.
He's not here.
Why? This operation is taking way too long already.
Warning. The emergency system has been activated. Emergency lockdown in progress.
What's going on?
Oh, Kirk must have tripped off the security system. That fool.
What's your status, Regina? I'm reading an emergency lockdown in your section.
We're trapped inside here. Kirk must have triggered it off. We didn't touch anything.
Can you clear it?
I'll see what I can do.
What's wrong with this thing?
Cool it, Gail. We'll find a way out somehow.
Alright, now we want to come over here where this toolbox was, where we got the screwdriver. If you haven't got it by now, click on that box there. But right here is where we want to take this panel off. And we have to use the screwdriver to do so. Maybe. I guess I'm not standing in the right spot. I promise you this is where you use it. There we go. Alright, so we have another puzzle here. We need to operate the circuit panel. Now what you see here on the bottom left is the sample. That's what we need to match. And we have these 3 different panels up top that we can rotate, and we need to overlap them on top of each other to match that sample to the left. Alright, so what you want to do is click on the right one and rotate it 3 times and drop it down. You want to overlay these panels on top of each other to match that sample on the left. Now to get where we need to turn this middle panel to the right 1 time and drop it.
Warning. The emergency lockdown has been bypassed. You have 10 minutes until this section is sealed off.
We'd better get moving. We've bypassed the door lock and we're on our way out.
That's great, but the entire underground area is crawling with dinosaurs. You'll never be able to make it through there.
Don't sweat it. I'll take them all out one by one if I have to.
Brilliant plan, fearless leader, but I have a better one. These readouts tell me there's an emergency escape hatch in the dock's private quarters. You should be able to make a clean break through there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, but there's one problem. The hatch is password locked through the mother system.
Forget it. If you can't crack the code before the dinosaurs rush in, we'll be completely trapped.
I know. You'll just have to trust me.
I don't.
Fine. What about you, Regina?
Make your choice.
So once again, we're gonna go with Gail's strategy. We're not going to choose Rick's strategy until the final decision of the game. This is the best way to get, I believe, the best ending. So, go with Gail. And we're going to follow him through the door. We'll ask you to save your game. I do recommend you doing it here. Okay, so now we have to get a certain place, but there are raptors everywhere. So we're going to run all the way down the end of this hallway. This hallway has just been littered with them. There's 2 of them. Bypass them. And go through the door on the far end. Now we're back into the library room. There's 1 in here. Be careful. We need to make our way. Okay, there it is. Make our way back through these double doors. Two more to run past. Now in here, Oh wow, he's sleeping over there. I don't even think I woke him up. Normally, I would say go through the door here, but I'm going to check this box because he's not chasing me. I don't want that anyway, so... Alright, through this door. One more raptor to avoid. Just need to run by him and go through the door straight ahead. And this will take us into the next cutscene.
Gail!
You're a lucky guy, Doc.
So this must be the elusive Dr. Kirk.
Yeah. Gave us quite a run for our money. You get around, don't you? Just like a rat. And you got this whole island set up as your little maze.
Well, I am glad I kept you entertained, tough guy.
Shut up.
I'm surprised they sent someone after me. I had heard they reported me as deceased.
If that's the way you want it, I'd be more than happy to oblige. So what'll it be, genius?
Relax, Agent. My study is nearing its final stages. Magnificent, isn't it? But I can't leave before I've analyzed the final results.
I don't give spit about your results. I'm taking you back under orders, so shut up and follow me. Regina, locate the communication facility and call in the extraction chopper.
You can't do this! I have rights!
According to command, you're government property, pal. I suggest you take it up with them.
No! They can't do this to me! They deserted me 3 years ago and now they want me back? This is preposterous!
Shut up.
Then shoot me, idiot. You lame, flat-top, jar-headed...
Shut up. Where's the communication room?
Take the elevator up from the control room.
I need a card to access that elevator. I know you've got one. Hand it over, Doc.
Fine.
So, we're all set then. I'll meet you at the heliport.
Hey, wait, where are you going?
I have a little unfinished business to take care of. I'll drop this guy off with Rick. Now get moving.
Unfinished business?
So now we need to run back the way that we came, avoid some more raptors, but we need to actually go back up a floor and go back to the communication room where we first found Rick. Here, I will take the dart. Go back through these double doors. Now remember, I bypassed a raptor. I don't know if you fought the raptor or not, but if you didn't, we're just running out the door that we came in. So straight back across here. Okay. Now I can't remember. I want to see. He's up moving around now this time, but I want to see if this changes. Okay, so it doesn't. It's still an aid. That might have been a bad decision. That was close. Alright, keep moving. We got the little dinos here. We want to go back up the stairs over this way. Almost there. We want to go into the communication room, and we're going to use the elevator. Here we are. We will use the ID card. There is a button. Will you press it? Yes. once we enter the communication room, it's very small in here, but we want to walk across, and it says antenna activation key for emergency use only. We kind of need it. So go ahead and pick that up. And then over here there was a box on the floor. For me it is slag bullets, and unfortunately, let me see here. Oh wow, yeah, that's real unfortunate. So I have one singular shotgun shell. It's taking up all that space, which is kind of stupid if you ask me. I mean, I do have the darts here, but thankfully there is an emergency box here, and I believe I have enough plugs, so I will open this. And I'm going to put some things away, so I can make some room for those. Put the singular shotgun shell away. And let's put some of these darts away. Alright, see if we can pick this up now. Should be able to without an issue. Yes. Perfect. Alright, so behind us here on this desktop, there is a letter, a memo. It says the antenna will be stored temporarily at 9 p.m. tonight due to the experiment. Alright, now we're ready to get out of here. And I clicked the wrong way. We're not going back on the elevator. This is a mistake. I am sorry. No. Where we got the antenna key right here. This door is the one we want to go out. It's going to ask you to save your game. I recommend you doing it because we are going to have an encounter with the T-Rex here very shortly. Run across here. I love how the camera has this like wide view with the sky. It's good stuff. Through the far door. Alright, upon entering this room, there is a yellow folder over here that we can read the memo. So now we need to use that antenna key that we just got over in the other room. And this is where we are going to go into our inventory, to the items, and select it. Now hopefully you saved when I told you to before we came out this way. And make sure you're full health, or hopefully you have some resuscitations, because this next part here, we're going to get a cutscene out this door and we have to run from the T-Rex.
Regina, what happened? The emergency lock on the second floor's just been activated.
I'm a bit busy right now. Do something about it.
Don't sweat it. I'll release the lock.
Once she stands up, you're in control. So we want to run down this runway here. And there's a door that we are waiting for Rick to open here at the end. It's not ready yet. We have to keep checking it, but you're going to take these bites like that. I try to run into the corners. Once you take a third bite, hurry up, go into your inventory and heal up, because after that, wherever you are, if you're at full health, after that third bite, he's going to gobble you up. Keep checking the door and eventually it'll unlock and you'll get this scene. When I say keep checking the door, just keep hitting the action button, try to open it.
Regina, do you copy?
Finally, a signal.
Signal's weak. Interference. Insanity.
I'll give you the abridged version. Mission complete. Scrub the initial plans and pick us up at the heliport immediately.
The heliport.
This entire island's a bloodbath. The only survivor not on the team is the doctor. I'll give you the details later. Just Get back here and pick us up ASAP.
Roger, I'm on my way.
Regina, what's your situation?
The chopper's on its way here.
Great. Don't waste any time. And remember, use the main entrance to get to the heliport.
Thankfully, we're not too far away from this. So we're going to take the elevator back up to the communication room. If it's your first time playing this game, this kind of makes it seem as if you're coming to the ending, but not quite. Not quite. So I'm going to run back through here out into the hallway. Once you go through this door, you're going to make a right and through the far door. Now this is a save room, so when you run across here and try to go out the other side, it will ask you to save. I recommend you doing that just in case something happens and you don't want to have to fight that T-Rex scene again. Alright, we got a buddy right here. He doesn't even know what's going on, so we're going to run behind him and into the main entrance. I'm going to go out the front doors over here to Regina's left. Now we get a scene and we've got some buddies returning. Alright, we want to run around these bushes. Best thing to do is keep moving. There's two of them up here flying around. We just want to go through the door straight ahead. Just beyond this door here is a pickup you can get. I don't know, we'll see what it is for me. Just up ahead we do have a couple jump scares that we're going to run into. I will pass on the Aid. But here's the first one. Raptor jumps in. Just keep running. We're going to have another one jump in right up here. Keep on running past them. And through this door on the right, the single door on the right, silver door. Alright, once we're in here, we're going to go up this ladder. See, they're kind of showing you the puzzle that you're going to have to do to make a pathway, or clear a pathway. Grenade bullets, and sitting right here beside it is the grenade gun. How nice. How thoughtful of them. So we will equip that. We do have, I guess you could say it's a boss battle coming up, but you really don't have to do anything. You just got to run some time. But we have to take care of this first before we can get there. Have to move some boxes out of the way, and I'm going to show you the proper ones to move. Alright, so the first one we're going to move is this one right here. Just enough for us to squeeze between these two wooden ones and loop around. Just like that. The next one we're going to move is this first one. Now the one that was beside it, we're going to push it down towards the bottom of our screen. Now that exit sign kind of makes it look like we need to run in that way over by the sign and go out by that arrow, but this actual steel ramp here is where we need to go out. That we're pushing the box on right now, that's the way out. One more, push this box in between those two. Now we can head out to the right. Alright, now we've got our grenade gun. We're heading to the heliport. There is a pickup here. Let me see what it is. Grenade bullets. Hopefully that's the same for you as well. I would imagine so. They're showing you what they think you should use.
You okay, Regina?
Where's Gail?
I don't know. Haven't heard a word from him. What's he doing? Finally. You know, I had a really bad feeling about this mission. All things considered, it could have been a lot worse.
That's odd. Something must have those animals spooked.
As I mentioned a little bit ago, this could be a boss fight. If you want, you can do damage with the grenade bullets. However, you really don't have to do anything at all but just run laps, and this does take longer. If you do damage to the T-Rex, the cutscene will come sooner. You are waiting for Rick to come get you. So I'm going to keep running laps here and show you what I mean by that. That door right over here. He's going to come up over there, and that's where this fight will end. In my editing, I will put up a timer on the screen to kind of show about how long it does take to run around, because off the top of my mind, I don't know. But you could even run over to the door and click on it with the action button, and you'll get a cutscene from Rick telling you that he needs more time. I'll do that here in just a few. Maybe on my next time around.
Hang in there. I just need a little more time.
Yeah, see, you just gotta keep running around. This is a good way to save ammo. There's the cutscene we were looking for. Now we just need to run over that way, and we can end this whole situation.
We're screwed. The chopper's history. How are we gonna get out of here?
Calm down. We'll just have to find another way.
Ma, come off it. You're never this positive.
What happened?
Elevator shut. We'll have to find another way.
So beyond this door, we're going to go forward just a little bit until we get another cutscene. I always thought that cutscene was pretty funny because, you know, with everything crumbling, it kind of made you feel as if something big was coming, and here it's just the little dinos. Anyways, we're gonna go straight, make a left at the hallway, and come through this door here. We got a body over here with some little dinos here. Just kind of work your way around them. We want to pick up this pass card, and you can check the body of the individual laying here. There will be a pickup. I don't have enough space. And these, you can read these memos on the floor, but I'm going to come back into this room because I believe you have to get something to activate. And you'll see what I mean by that here in just a few. We're going to come out of here and continue down this hallway, this, I don't know what you would even call this, but we want to go through these double doors here to the elevator for a cutscene.
More repairs?
This whole facility is probably held together with tape and glue. I think I can fix this, but it'll take some time.
So this is what I was talking about with getting something to activate. Now, he's going to be working on this elevator, and I'm not sure if there is a time limit or not. I've tried to leave the room and come back. That doesn't work. But what I did find to work is to backtrack to that room that we were just in, over here on the right. And once we're in here, go over by that body and read the memo on the floor. Then go back to the elevator, and he's ready. Alright, I'm going to make my way back to the elevator now. Now, if this doesn't work for you, just kind of run around and kill some time. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's on a timer or what, but this is what I find to work for me.
You done yet?
What do you mean? Of course. Let's get moving.
So, I think I found a way out of here.
Right on, girl. Let's hear it. Okay, we're here again. Now what?
We should be able to get to the underground port from here.
Yeah. Then let's do it.
Hurry! I'm worried about Gail.
Our fearless leader? Fine. Let's move out.
What happened?
Ah, this piece of junk must have blown a fuse.
What's going on? The power went out.
Gail? Are you on floor B3?
Yeah. Get the power online now.
Gail, it looks like there's a port nearby. There's gotta be a ship we can use.
Copy. Leave Kirk to me. You two get the power back online and secure our escape route.
Roger. This battery's completely dead.
So let's head over here to the left, and we're going to go through this single door. It is another backup generator room. Looks slightly different, but basically the same thing. Now, when we come all the way over here, it's going to tell us that we need a key card that is level C or higher to operate this. Well, we'll deal with that in a little bit, but we just need one of these batteries out of here. So yes, we will remove this. Before we leave, we can come over here, and there is a shelf we can push. For me, it is an aid. I don't have any space for that. I believe I put all of my aids in one of the emergency boxes, but let me check real quick. Let me go to the mix screen, because I've yet to do this. I don't believe I have any. No. I put them all away. I'll eventually mix something. So with our battery we just grabbed, let's go over here to Rick and show him what we found.
Perfect. This is all we need to restore the power. I'll work on the security system. You handle our escape route.
Once you take over, go straight ahead and around to the left, and we'll find a box sitting here. See what we got in this. Inventory full, grenade bullets. I'm definitely going to want those, I think. But thankfully, through this door here, this is where Rick just went. We do have some emergency boxes if you have some plugs. I definitely will probably use one. Come in here and pick this up. We got the B3 Crane Card 2. Say that fast 3 times. And let's go see what we got in this pickup. What do we got? Another aid, okay. Over here to the right of Rick, we got the B3 Crane Card 1. And before we leave, well actually here, let me push this shelf out of the way. I believe there's a plug under here. I don't think the plugs change for everyone. I could be wrong, but if it's a plug for me, I believe it's a plug for you. We are going to open up one of these emergency boxes, because I am going to pull out one of those aids and show you how to mix. I guess I should have done that forever ago, really, if you want to do it. The thing is, I just don't do it much, because I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so we gotta put something away. Let's, for now, let's put a medium med pack away. Pull out one of the aids. Alright, so this is totally optional. I'm just showing you this. You don't have to do any of this. But go into the menu down to the mix screen, and I pulled out 2 of the aids, and I'm going to mix both of them together. So we're going to mix one here and go select the other one. And by doing that, I made 3 Andart S's, and it says the effect is weak. So that's just what that combination happened to make. That's how the mix screen works. Pretty simple. The darts are going to come in handy for me here in a little bit. So let me see if I can. I don't think I have any more aids in here. I don't. Alright, so let's go ahead and get my medium med pack back out. And I will leave some space. I think I've got like 1 spot open. But that's alright. We're going to go out the door to the left here. It's going to ask us to save. I recommend you save because we've got a danger screen coming up. We've got a new enemy that is about to approach us. Once taking control, go through this shutter door right here. And we have one of those new type of raptors in this room here, so make sure you're using your grenades. That thing is down. Now, over here there is a pickup, two pickups. We got a key, and right here we have the crane card 3. Don't forget these. The CO area key. Yeah, this new enemy is kind of like in Resident Evil when the hunters show up halfway or closer to the ending of the game, closer to the end. That's what these things are. Alright, so we need to go back out this shutter door that we just came in. See a box spinning here. Let's go ahead and to resuscitation. Absolutely. Take those. Those are always nice to have. Always nice. Now, in that fight that we just had there, or that danger screen, before it we saw a body on the ground with something spinning next to it. Well, now we have some objects in our way that we need to move by using a crane. We're going to do that up in here. Alright, come up to the control panel. It's going to say, I need 3 crane cards to move this crane. Well, thankfully, we have all 3 of them. Now, for whatever reason, the game doesn't make you enter all 3 of them. So I just enter the first one. And here we have this puzzle again. Alright, hopefully you followed along with me there. I stayed quiet this time. That way you could just kind of watch what I do. Because there was more into this one than there was the last one that we did. But Now we've created the path where we can get to that object next to the body. So head left, follow the path over to the right, and laying right here is what we need, and it is a DDK input disk W for the code. After picking that up, come back through the path, and through this door here. This is where Rick was. Still is. You can hear him in here typing away, but we're not here to see him. We're here to go back out the door that we came into this room. It's going to ask you if you want to save. So in here, for me, that was grenade bullets. I don't know what it was for you, but it's good to know that those are there. We want to go to the right, cut across this battery thing. There's a door straight ahead, and this is where we're going to use the CO area key. Now, beyond this door, we're going to have to be quick. We have some of those new raptors. We're going to have to run past at least like 4 of them, I think. Yeah, there's 2 in here. Thankfully, he doesn't know what day it is, so we ran right past him. His buddy is also very confused. Perfect. We're going to go through this door on the left into the rest station. We've been here before. And straight ahead through the double doors, or the sliding door here on the right. Now we have 2 more of those special type raptors in here. These ones are harder to dodge. You want to run and make a quick right and around and up these steps. That, I could not have done that any better. Now you may be tempted to grab the pickup floating here in the corner, but we have a regular raptor in here. So the grenades should take care of this raptor pretty quickly. There we go. I believe, yep, there's blood. Alright, now we can go back and check. Another anade. Man, there's anades here for me, for you, for your grandma, for your uncle. Plenty of anades for everybody. This is not where I'm supposed to go. Completely ignore this. It's not time for this yet. But if you'd like to save your game, go ahead. You can do it right there. What we really want to do is go up into the ventilation right here. Follow it through, we'll get an overhead view like that. And there'll be a pickup also. Slag bullets. I am surprised. Anything but anade. We're going to drop down here. Alright, once we come into this room, head straight. There will be a pickup here. Inventory is full. It's okay. If it is something you really want, thankfully, if you keep going straight, there are some emergency boxes. And if you have plugs, go ahead and use them. Where we want to go, though, is through this door on the left, where we meet back up with Gail for a cutscene.
Gail!
Yeah. Well, at least Kirk's running out of places to hide.
Probably the most useless cutscene of the game. And there's really nothing in here for us. What I want to do, though, is there is a memo you can read in a yellow folder sitting over here. Besides that, we're ready to head out of here again. Out here we're going to be introduced to a new enemy. Before we do that, though, probably should go ahead and select. We have 1 grenade bullets. That's not going to help me. Could try the shotgun, but I'll tell you what. Let's put this thing to sleep. If I can figure out this menu. There we go. Let's try Dart M. Darts for the shotgun makes the enemy sleep. Okay, so let's go straight ahead, and when we go to pick this up right here, it's very hard to miss. We'll go right into the cutscene. Oh, and this is a danger cutscene, so be ready. So it looks like it took 1 M dart. I wasn't sure. I wasted 1 there. But I'm going to do something pretty stupid here. Now you would think with this thing being out, shooting with a shotgun, it should be free reign just to take this thing out. But no, shooting it with the shotgun actually wakes it up. Oh my. Right, let's try to create some distance. Here comes. What an idiot. He knocked himself out. Alright, let's see if we can take him out. There we go. Hold on. There's no blood. He's playing dead. He's playing dead. That should do it. There we go. I see a little bit there. Yeah, if you wanted to just put it to sleep, get out of here, and you know, it's going to wake up eventually, and we are going to come back through here. No, to open this door, this is exactly what we needed. We need the level C card, and when you go to grab it, that cutscene takes place, and it's very easy to realize you never picked it up in the first place, so it's still sitting over there. So right away, bottom right of the screen, we see what we need to pick up. One of the most important things in here. The important thing for now in here, it is the DDK code disk W, the input. Picking that up. Also, I need to correct myself because now I've just realized it. We just dealt with the blue raptor. That was the special type of raptor. The other thing that I compared to the hunters in Resident Evil, I'm not exactly sure what that thing is called, but I call it Baby Godzilla. So going forward, those are Baby Godzilla. Alright, we want to zip back up out of here through the ventilation. We're going to do a little bit of backtracking. We're going to climb down out of the vent. Follow this hallway back the way that we originally came and back down the stairs. Now at the bottom of these stairs we're going to get a cutscene. But don't forget, there are the 2 little baby Godzillas down here.
Regina, I fixed it. You can open the shutters now.
That's great news, but we are not going that way yet. The 2 baby Godzillas are down there playing dumb. We're going to go back through this door here, into the rest station. We're going to go through the single door. Not the one closest to Regina right here, but we want to go past the body. We've got another DDK code we need to figure out. So this is DDKW, and by figuring out this code up top, you will see that it is waterway. Just beyond this door, there will be a body laying on the ground over here. We can pick up something from him, and it is a plug. You can click on him again before heading right, because there's a cutscene as we go to the right, but it'll say that he's holding a transmitter in his hand. So let's head over here and get our cutscene.
Regina, it looks like this door leads to the port. It'll take a while before I can pop this open.
You copy, Mike? I found the key to the port, but I got a lizard riding on my tail. I'm heading to the main elevator right now. I'll meet it at the ground level. Hurry!
Huh. Sounds like we're not the only ones having problems.
I'm glad you're amused. But if that guy gets eaten, we're going to have to retrieve the key from that dinosaur's stomach. You've got to save him.
I love how Regina just puts her hand on her head like, are you kidding me? Like, I have to do this? Before we leave the room, grab the B2 key chip 2 with the 0392 code on it. And the music's intense, but you're not on a timer or anything. So we're going to go out the door here, save your game. And we're going to run by the body it was laying here and go through the other single door. Now beyond this door, baby Godzillas. So be quick. Try to dodge them if you can. If you get a hit. Okay, that was good. There's one up here blindly to the left. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. No, he got a good swing on me. Look at the claws on those things. Through the double doors here. We could just use a first aid. It's okay. It's fine. Alright, as we come out here, we are going to get a cutscene, and we have a friend returning. Alright, so he messed a lot up. We gotta fix it. So come back here. When we put this battery in here just a little bit ago with Rick, we want to take it out now. We want to head back over here to the left and through the single door that we got it out of when we first came into this area. Now, if you remember in this room, we were not able to use this battery generator or whatever this is because we didn't have the proper key card or whatever to use it. Well, now we do. So let's go ahead and use the startup battery. Once again, red, blue, green, and white. We need in that order. So through this door, now where we want to go, we saw that elevator shutting where the T-Rex caused some mass destruction. And it's back this way. Just click on the shutter and it'll open up. 3 pickups in here. Walk up to the first body laying here and you can see we have something spinning on the floor. If I can stand in the right place, move a little closer, there we go. The port card key, part of the strict security system. Come over here and we have another DDK code for disk D. Then to Regina's left, all the way over here, we can get a plug off of this guy. And back out of the elevator we go. So we need to make our way back to Rick now. And beyond this door where we dodged, I did get hit by one of them. So I did take one hit. If I take a second hit trying to dodge them again, I gotta heal up. Gotta heal up. Alright, so I will use a med pack. Game tried to kind of screw me right there, but we dodged him. Through the door. This is just my method. Follow my method if you'd like. If you'd like to try to take them out with some ammo, mix up a couple things, put them to sleep, go for it. So back in here to meet back up with Rick.
Think fast.
Yes! What is that?
I saw something like this in Kirk's personal lab. This could be a problem.
This vortex must be the side effect of the third energy experiment. So how are we supposed to get around this thing?
Either we find a way or we both end up as Dino droppings.
Not funny. Okay, I'll pull up any relevant data on the computer. Regina, you search around for any possible clues or leads.
Down here by our feet, very easy to miss, is the DDK code, the input disk for S. Back into here. Through the door on Regina's left. Ask you to save your game. We're doing some more backtrack. That's how these games work. And by doing some backtracking through these double doors, this is that tight area where the stairs are on the right. We need to go back up those stairs, but look who we got. Ouch. Through over here, make a right, up the steps. Now the box ahead, I don't know if you've picked this item up yet, but this thing's been staring me in the face 3 times now, so I'm going to take this aid. But this time, instead of going up into the vent like we did, we're going through this door ahead. Through this door, we see a lady with a spinning something, and we need to get into that room. That lady's had better days. Now, first thing in here is go straight ahead, and spinning on top of this deck, this control deck, is the DDK Disk S input, or code, I'm sorry. We want to grab that, and laying here is a file if you would like to read. So around the back of the desk, when we first came in here, we saw this spinning. It is the B2 key chip 1. We have the chip 2, and we're going to use those coming up next. Now, you can click on this computer, and it's going to want you to rewrite an ID card. We're not ready for any of that. We need to go take care of probably one of the, honestly say probably one of the more challenging puzzles of the game. It's actually right over here. But before we do that, we gotta turn this alarm off. I should have done that first. Go up to this first computer or control panel here. Oh, isn't that better? Okay, over here. This is where we want to enter the key chips. So go into your inventory. We're going to go find the key chip 1, place it here, and put the second one over here on the right. It says, will you overwrite the data of the key chips? And we want to do that. We have to use a code, and it's 0392. Okay, so this is the puzzle that I was talking about. I'm not going to be able to sit here and talk you through it. It would be best if you could visually just watch me do it. And this one's a lot more different. So you want to match up the bottom columns to the top columns, and you actually can pull from one column to the other. It's really just kind of difficult to explain. So the best I can tell you to do is just watch what I do step by step. It's not that it's really hard, it's just there's a lot of moves you have to make. As I mentioned, you need to match the big columns to the little columns beneath them. So, for example, over here on the left, all of those columns in that bottom one are empty. So we need to get all of the empty ones over here on the left, where we need to get all the bright white ones and the red ones on the right in that order. Hopefully, by watching me, you can get it figured out, but even I, not really knowing which moves I need to make, I'm gonna have to mess with this a little bit, so hopefully you can get it by the time I do. You might even do it faster than me. Alright, that's the final move. Alright, we've taken out the overwritten key chips, so we have them now. Now we can leave this room. And straight out to the left is where we're going. We have another DDK device, the symbol S. We have both of them. So for this one, our code is going to come out to be stabilizer. After we've done that, head through the door. It will ask you to save your game. I recommend that you do. I always recommend you save your game, but you don't want to have to do that again. And just up ahead, we have a cutscene.
Initiating decontamination procedure. Sterilization is effective while in facility.
That was weird, but we're going to keep on. All the way through the door straight ahead, we will unlock it. In here we have a familiar room and a blue raptor. Want to move quick and we can trap him before he does any damage to us. Run across here, interact with this switch really quick, come across, activate the other side, and that really sucks for him. But we want to come in this door, the stabilizer experiment room, just really quickly, because all we need to grab here right now is another DDK code disk D. This is the input. Quick pit stop in here. Alright, at this point you're probably a professional at it, but I think you know the strategy. We can hear him in here walking around. We'll wait on him. We want to stun him on this laser. That way the second it stuns him, we can... Here he goes. Wait for it. There he goes. Hit the switch. Run past him. And back through this door. Run down this hallway, and instead of going through the door straight ahead, make a left. Don't go in here yet. We're not ready for that. We want to come all the way down at the end of the hall and use the device on the wall for another DDK device code. By figuring this out, these ones are a little more challenging, but this comes out to be Dr. Kirk. You might think, how do you get Dr. Kirk out of that? And I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure. Alright, once we proceed through here, this is where they want us to enter those key chips that we did with that puzzle where there were the two columns you had to switch between. So this first one you want to put 2 in. Key chip 2, and then down here we want to put key chip 1. Let me see what's in this box. It is another AN8. I tell you what, I'm going to go into the mix screen, and I know I at least have one. And I'm going to mix this with Dart S, because I do need to start using these darts. So we get Dart M++, which is not really effective when putting these things to sleep, but we're going to use with what we got coming up. Now beyond this door we're going to get a cutscene.
Rick, I've located the main generator of the third energy.
Great. See if you can activate it.
Follow the pathway straight ahead and we will see this thing on the wall, this little computer that we want to press the button here. By doing that, it creates us a little walkway. So we're not going across there yet. We want to keep coming across this walkway into this door. This room can be a little complicated to navigate just because of how tight the camera angles are. Coming in here, I went the wrong way. Over here, here we go. we can go up these steps, but really the only thing we can pick up is over here on the other side. I mean, you could go up those steps and come around here and get it, but let's see what this is for me. I believe this is a plug. It is a plug. Alright, show you. We can go right back down the other side. And in front of the door that we came in, we could go down these stairs. Alright, once we're down here, we can follow the room around. I don't know, these rooms just kind of, they're disorienting to me. In the far corner, there is a journal you can read. The most important part that we want to get down here is spinning right here. And it is the key card level B. Once you grab that, we can make our way back up the stairs. Alright, let's follow the room around past these computer chairs. Through the door that we see right here. Once we come in here, we're going to see a woman sitting on the floor. We want to approach her. It reads, "She is unconscious, she is dying." And there ain't really nothing we can do about that. So we're going to come over here to this file, or memo. Read that if you would like. Over here from that, we have 2 emergency boxes. I don't know how many plugs you have at this point. You can use the green one or the red one. I have enough plugs for the red, needing 2, so I will use this. I don't know the ammunition well in this game enough, like I say I would for like a Resident Evil title. I've played those ones more than I've played through Dino Crisis. So I am definitely going to get some grenade bullets. And heat bullets sound pretty good too, so I guess I could take some of those. If you have access to this, really just fill it up with what you think you need. If you're somebody that tends to be getting hit a lot, maybe get you some first aid items. Or if you're wanting to take on these dinosaurs instead of run from a lot of them, trying to avoid them, then get you some ammo. So in this room we have another puzzle that we need to figure out, and it's right here. Just interact with this. We've done one like this before. It's where you have to match the pattern of the sample in the bottom left. Alright, once we've done that, we want to go back out the door that we came in. Now we can interact with this computer directly across from the door. There is a file sitting here. So we'll read that before we do it. That file giving you some instructions. But now we want to interact with the computer here. And there is no puzzle, we just sit here and wait this out. Simulation end. Now after this, we're going to get a little bit of a cutscene as Regina reacts to something. That is coming from the room we just left. And the woman that was unconscious, well... So we heard a gunshot. She does not have a gun. So somebody come in here and did this, and I haven't seen any raptors running around with a handgun. Alright, so this screen right next to her, it says they've been handled. Looks like they've been handled by someone. Bloody hands. Their fingerprints can be seen clearly. So with that, we need to go in and get the fingerprint collector device that we have. Once we collect this data or overwrite it, it's going to ask us, so you say yes. We're going to go around where we did this puzzle to our right and back this hallway for a quick scene. So somebody just went beyond this door. We're going to chase them, and we're going to see who might have been in this room and whose fingerprints we just collected and who took out that woman. I think we know who it is at this point, so let's follow through the door.
Don't move.
And what do you think you're doing?
Carving a name for myself in history with the ultimate energy source.
Open your eyes, you freak. Your precious creation is nothing more than another weapon to be misused.
You seem to have a small degree of superficial intelligence. It's too bad that it is wasted on one who is about to die.
Rick, our target has been secured. Report here immediately. Sorry to interrupt your lecture, Doc. You were saying?
Yes, I was saying. I discovered how the third energy could affect space if it ran unchecked 3 years ago. I thought that the energy had the ability to transfer selective space to an alternate time-space continuum. But I was incorrect. The space was not transferred, it was exchanged. To put it in terms that even you can understand, third energy has the ability to replace a pocket in space with one from a different time.
What?
Yes. I came to these conclusions following this evening's final experiment. You've seen the effects yourself. Those beasts were occupying the space this facility is located on almost 65 million years ago.
Right. So that's how those dinosaurs appeared in our time.
Precisely. And that is what I have done.
Uh-huh. And how many people were sacrificed before you made this discovery?
Who cares? The numbers are quite irrelevant. Let's just say that there were many. Extraordinary deaths for ordinary men, don't you think?
Spoken like a true devil.
A god or a devil? I don't care about that. Only my experiment.
Enough. Only one thing matters at this point. Your grand invention is blocking our escape.
You need to destroy the vortex. The only way to do that is to allow the generator's third energy levels to overload. Theoretically speaking, the third energy and the vortex will cancel each other out if they come in contact with one another. But there is one small catch. If you cannot stop the generator's third energy overload, this entire region may be shifted to another point in the space-time continuum.
Then we'll just make sure to be somewhere else when the shift happens. No problem.
But we couldn't even activate the device.
You're missing the initializer and stabilizer, right?
Where are they?
Calm down. They should be stored in one of the security level A rooms on floor B3.
Very good, Doc. Now you understand our situation. We live, you live.
Okay, I'm all set to whip up a program that will send a stream of third energy into the vortex.
I'll keep an eye on the doctor. Regina, you go find those devices and overload the third energy. Remember, they're in a security level A room on floor B3.
Hold up. That whole floor is crawling with dinosaurs, including that T-Rex. Let's get this situation under control before charging off. Here, take this. The disk contains the draft plans for the initializer and stabilizer. I stumbled over them while searching through the database. Fortunately, the room where the parts are stored is not far from here. We should gather up the parts and assemble the devices.
Don't be ridiculous. Regina doesn't have the technical knowledge for that. We don't even know if all the right parts are there. We'd be better off simply trying to hunt down the completed devices.
It's too dangerous down there. She won't make it.
It's your call then, Regina. You're the one who has to do this. So what's your choice?
So I think earlier I misspoke and said the final decision we choose Rick. The final two decisions we choose Rick. So we're going to choose him here, and then we've got one more.
It's your show, girl. I just hope you know what you're doing.
Do whatever you want. Just don't fail.
I mean, that's fair. Alright, so we got the planning disc. We got everything that we need. There we see on the map where we need to go, but I'm going to take you there. Before we go, we can actually come over here in this room that says, "Don't bother me" on the door. Well, when you go in here, this is Dr. Kirk's library room, and you're going to see that Gail is keeping him at gunpoint. We'll get a cutscene in here in just a little while, but I just wanted to show you that before we head out. So let's go back out the door that we came in. It's the only choice we have. Once we come out from this door, we're literally going to go next door. Before we do that, though, we do have a blue raptor in the other room, so I'm going to use some of these darts up. Do however you'd like, what kind of ammo you have, whatever you want to try. I'm gonna put this thing to sleep. Alright, once he's down, continue through the hall and through the door straight ahead. Now we came through here earlier and we passed on this A door. Well, now it's time to go in. Once in here, the first thing you'll see is this yellow folder. Let's go up here to this computer and interact with it. It says the planning disk is required to operate this terminal. We'll go into our inventory and select that. We do have a puzzle here and it looks intimidating, but it's pretty simple actually. We want to start with the number, we're going to go right. We want to go to the number 3, keep going right over to 6, down to 7, up to 2, up to 0, and finally at 4. So we see those up ahead to the right. We need to go collect them. They are important parts that we need to work with here. We got core parts 2. And over here beside it is the core part 1. Going to be working with these very soon. there is more to this room. You don't want to go out the door. We want to keep heading down this way and follow along these windows here. We have a case on the floor, and this is for the grenade bullets. So if you'd like to, you can go ahead and equip that right now, but I think I'm going to hold off on this, and I'm going to go with the shotgun. Keep the darts on us. I'm going to use those up. I usually play this game, I don't use the darts a whole lot, so I figured in this playthrough I'd like to give it a try to see how well it goes. Hopefully it goes well. So far, so good. Alright, outside the door, come down towards the screen, and through this door right here. Alright, we're going to go back into this room. And earlier we passed up this computer over here, behind this desk. And we can rewrite an ID card, and we need to do that now. So go into our items, and select the ID card. Now to do this, we do have to type a code in. Gate system registration number. And our number here is 31415. Now we need to enter the fingerprint data, which we just collected, and it was Dr. Kirk's. Next, it's going to ask us to overwrite the data, and we want to do that. All right, now we can head out of here. Once going out the door, we want to make a left back through this door. Follow the hallway once again. And we want to go all the way down to the end of the hall here. Now when we go in here, I believe there was one blue raptor before. There's two now. If you haven't taken them out yet, I don't think it matters. I think they spawn in here at this time. So spinning here in the box, I have a dart. You can try to take these two out with ammunition that you have, or put them to sleep with a dart, but I think I'm going to play a dangerous game, and I'm going to try to run past them. I kind of like it. I don't know. Okay, not good. It's alright, though. I didn't get bit. I just got whacked. You want to come down here and go through this door. Alright, once we are in here, head straight across, and at this keyboard, we want to use the planning disk. It says it's required to operate. We've got it. Go in the inventory and select the planning disk. So for this code, it is 0367. There is another piece that we are going to need for the upcoming puzzle. Next, we want to go to the left side of the room. There is a unit we need to interact with over here. Once again, the planning disk is required to operate the device. We know where to get it. For this code, we want to go 0204. More parts. Perfect. We are now done in this room. Bad news, we gotta go back out there. I have to go back out there with the blue raptors. I don't know if you do or not. If you do and you ran past them like me playing the dangerous game, we're gonna do it again. Thankfully, they are separated from me. Man, they're fast. I didn't see the other one. Now, we were in this room earlier and we just picked something up and left pretty quickly because there really wasn't anything that we could do at the moment. But now, that has changed. Go through this door over here on the right. So for this next part, we need to line some of these pieces up that we have gotten. And it's not that it's hard. I guess it's not a... This is a puzzle, I would say. But you get multiple attempts. And it can be very hard to line these up precise. You have to do it just right. Now, before we do this, there is a spot in here where we need to use the planning disk again. I think it's over here. Oh, there's a file here. Can I read this? No, I guess it's not a file. Looks like you can read that, right? Here it is. Alright, by doing this, we are going to get a part for when we go to build the initializer. We have to build the initializer and the stabilizer. Alright, now we can head back over to that middle unit and begin the process. Now, the chances of me doing this in one try, not very good. But I guess that's okay. That way you can see that you have to really line these things up. So go into our items here, and we want to select Protect P1A. You get multiple attempts. So here we go. Assemble the stabilizer. First one. You get these green lasers. You don't know what side they're coming from, but you got to be quick, and the controls feel very slippery. I've already messed that up. Okay, so there you see. We've got an error. Will you try again? Yes. Okay, stabilizer done. On to the initializer. No, I messed that. See, it's very slippery. But see, since I messed this one up, we got to the second one, we have to start over at the beginning. And see, sometimes I feel like these parts like fly in from one side, and sometimes they're slower. Oh, I got pretty lucky on that one. Oh, we've got this. See how slow this is going? Done. Okay, there's our stabilizer. And here comes our initializer. Alright, we're done. We can get out of here. So back out this door. And back out here. with the double blue raptors. Will I go unscathed? Outrun the one, the other one. Wow. Out the door. I ran right into his mouth. He had every opportunity to have me for dinner. Okay, down this hallway. At the end of the... Oh, nope, we want to make a left. All the way down on the door on the right. Now in here was where I put the one raptor to sleep. And oh my goodness, he's still out. What kind of dart was that? Oh, never mind. Never mind, he's awake. Through the door. We're going back into that big open area. Continue straight and through the door. Alright, now that we are in the control room, we once again want to interact with this computer terminal.
Power for generator is connected. Announcement. Please place the initializer and the stabilizer in the generator.
Alright, you heard Robo Voice. It is time to now set the initializer and the stabilizer. Let's go back out the door that we came in. We're going to run all the way back across the runway. We're going to make a right over here. Perfect. Press the button. Little elevator ride down to the third energy area B3. Up these stairs. We're going to come down the other side. Alright, before we set the initializer, we can come over here and there is a pickup. Alright, make our way back over here. We're going to press this button on the wall. Yes. Go into your inventory, and this is where we select the initializer. Just realized I could have picked that plug up after doing this, because I have to come back down this way and interact with this computer. The panel that activates the third energy generator. Will you operate it? Yes. Alright, everything is done in here, so let's go back to that elevator. Back up the stairs, down the other side. Let's take this thing back up. Alright, remember that bridge, or that walkway that we opened up earlier? We're finally going across it now, right here in the middle. Alright, let's set the stabilizer. interact with the screens over here. We will operate it. Now, after doing this, we're going to get all this. This is a pretty lengthy cutscene here, but the cutscene is also going to control Regina, and it's going to take us to the next place we need to go, so you can just kind of lay back for a few.
Just remember, there's no turning back once it overloads.
Then we won't look back. Crank that sucker and go out with a boom.
Danger. Generator has surpassed the safety parameter. Third energy core in progress. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat. All personnel evacuate immediately.
The ceiling! Move it!
What was the point in saving me? How pathetic.
Alright, finally back in control. We want to go through this door here. We need to make our way back to that room where Gail and Kirk were. We just saw in the cutscene. So through the door on the right over here. Into the back room.
Okay. Just get Kirk. Hurry.
Take it easy, Gail.
Oh, take this. Tagged him with transmitter.
Gail. Gail.
All right. The overload levels are increasing. Just a little more. Looking good. Gail, what happened to him?
I don't know, but Kirk's gone.
I'm gonna kill him! This is it. All that's left is our escape. Let's go.
Wait, what about Kirk?
What about him? It's a miracle we're still alive at this point. Forget about him.
Don't forget the mission. You're not here to babysit.
Sorry, but I have a conscience. I'm taking you back, now.
No. You two get going. I'm going after Kirk.
What? You're insane! Don't you remember our situation? The third energy can't be controlled anymore. Staying here any longer is suicide!
I know. If I'm not back in 30 minutes, you two make your escape without me.
Hey, do something!
Alright, here we are. The final decision of the game. We want to go with Rick once again. Rick gets the final 2 decisions.
Gail!
Thanks. That G.I. Joe deserved it. Come on.
There you see on the map where they want us to go. Give yourself a round of applause. We are in the final stretch of this game. Now let's go beat it. As we exit the door, it will ask you to save your game. Save it. You're going to have a channel named Save Crystal Gaming, and expect me to tell you to try to play the whole game without saving. Through these double doors here now, we got 2 baby Godzillas in here. I'm going to put them to sleep. One's down, we back up so I don't accidentally shoot the one twice. There we go. We want to go straight this time. When Rick fixed these laser gates earlier, it wasn't time for us to go through them, but it is now. Alright, picked up a plug. We have the emergency boxes here. They're trying to get you stocked up, so if you have the plugs, definitely use it. Get your health items here. If you use the red one, get you some ammunition. Probably going to roll with the grenade bullets here for the finish. You don't really have a big fight, you just kind of got to do some damage. I'm going to put this 9mm ammo away that I never used, because I think you are also able to pick up some ammunition on the way. So I want to leave a small spot in my inventory open. See, like right here, we got to pick up. What do we got? You have got to be kidding me. And aid everywhere. Alright, we want to get in this little trolley thing here. Go across the tracks. We're going to get in another one, too. We want to go through this shutter ahead. Make a left. Here's the other one. So once we get to the other side here, we want to go through the A door and approach the helicopter for a cutscene.
Regina, what are you doing? Answer me! What have you been doing? The hovercraft's just been destroyed by the T-Rex.
I caught the doctor, Rick. There's a chopper over here we can use to escape.
Oh, great. I'm heading over now.
Good. I'll pick you up ASAP. Hurry!
So behind us, you can click on this case actually 3 times. You get a plug and 2 sets of, this is what I was hoping for, grenade bullets. Alright, back through the A door, and we need to take that little trolley thing. Actually, the cutscene's going to do it for us, but we're going to get our friends, Rick and Gail.
That T-Rex is right behind us. We gotta move fast.
Let's go.
So he is about to be on our trail, and as soon as you get control is where you're going to want to switch over to whatever ammo you want to try to use for this. Now, I didn't use any of the heat bullets for the grenade launcher. I'm going to do it now. I believe with the heat bullets, 3 shots and it's it. You just got to keep your distance from him, back all the way up. And that's it. Might come as a shock to you, but that is literally the end of the game. It blew me away the first time I ever played it. But sit back, enjoy the ending.
That dinosaur just doesn't give up!
He's still after us!
I'm gonna flash fry that dino dodo!
And we've made it to the credits. Congratulations. I hope this has helped you out. I've been wanting to do this for so long because one of my earliest videos was a walkthrough, or a playthrough, I guess you could say, of this game, and it still does well to this day, but I wasn't happy with it. It's very early on when I started my channel, but I hope this helped you out. This was considered the best ending. Rick, Gail, and Kirk are all alive, and everyone leaves the island together. Considered the best ending. So we're going to see what the stats are here at the end, but I'm going to fade out and let the credits take us there.
You have mail. The final report of Operation Dr. Kirk. Agent name, Regina. Dr. Kirk. Status, recaptured.
We have recaptured Dr. Kirk, who is currently negotiating future experiments with the military high command.
Gail. Status: alive.
Gail did survive, but he is seriously injured and is currently recovering at our military medical facility.
Rick. Status: alive.
Rick is currently analyzing the data that was recovered from Ibis Island.
Regina. Status: alive.
As for myself, I'm ready to begin my next assignment.
Tom. Status: deceased.
Tom was attacked and killed by a giant reptile that was inhabiting the island. He will be missed.
Cooper. Status: unknown.
We lost contact with Cooper at the beginning of the mission and have not heard from him since then.
Mission complete.
It's a really cool ending. I like how they do that. Game mode was on normal. I had 0 continues. Those are your resuscitations. Clear time 3 hours, 9 minutes, 37 seconds, and 0 saves. Now that's not true. I did use save states. I played the PlayStation 5 version. And we got ending 1 of 3.
Operation instructions.
So that message there was just saying basically there is a harder version of the game that is now unlocked that you can play on a harder difficulty. And also, special mission, annihilate all creatures, use this saved data to play the special game. I believe you get costumes too. Yeah, you've obtained a new costume. Man, I'll tell you, these were the days with these Capcom Resident Evil Dino Crisis games. I love to go back and revisit these from time to time. But that's going to do it for me. Once again, I hope this helped you, maybe through the whole game or through a section of the game. But be sure to subscribe, and I will see you in whatever it is that I do next.